Alycia, new phone, so the camera might look a little bit strange. Anyway, I was ordering Chinese food, and we got fortune cookies with the meal, and, well, it got me thinking about some fun facts about fortune cookies. Let me just find the article here. Wait. Hi, Lloyd. Hi, Alycia. So, what are you doing in my video? I forgot to do my video yesterday. I noticed that. I know, and I felt really bad. So, I decided to join you. What are you talking about? Fortune cookies. You're like really tall. You are really tall. I brought a stool over from the kitchen. Here, I will adjust. You will adjust. You're gonna mess with the camera. Well, I do. We are tall today. Anyway, let's just get started in my video. Hi. We're gonna talk about fortune cookies. Oh, I know a lot about fortune cookies. Oh yeah? Well, I don't. So I was looking up an article, but I found one. It was on the Huffington Post. Oh yeah? Let me see it. HuffPost. Here it is. 5 things you never knew about fortune cookies. What are the 5 things? Well, let me just show you. Hold on a second. They were called fortune tea cakes until World War II, which means they weren't called cookies for a while. They were tea cakes. Tea cakes. And the tea cakes, Chinese people didn't have tea cakes. Japanese did. No, the Japanese had tea cakes. So fortune cookies are actually Japanese. But we get them with Chinese food. Asian. Whatever. It's yummy. It's yummy. So you know that the flavor of fortune cookies, what does that taste like? I don't know, kind of vanilla-y, I guess. Yeah, so it's definitely a little bit of vanilla, but it's also like sesame oil. So it's a mix of vanilla and sesame oil that makes fortune cookies with that flavor. That's weird. Isn't it just? But I like it. You wouldn't expect to like mix sesame oil with vanilla. I guess it gives it that Asian spark. They put sesame in everything. They do. Sesame seeds. They're really good for you, I think. I think so. When they're toasted and put on things, they add a nice crunch. Mm-hmm. So fortune cookies, I'm sure you probably already knew this one. They start out round. Yeah. And then they're folded in half, but there's like a little pocket, and then they're folded in half again. Everybody's familiar with fortune cookie shape, so you can kind of see the seam here. There was a fold. There's a fold along there, and then that makes this crack, and then they're folded again to make the little Pac-Man shape. So, did you know that there's like one guy who wrote like all the fortunes? Really? I thought it was just sort of a computer that churned them out. I did too, but it turns out it was this guy who's the vice president of Wonton Food. His name is Donald Lau, and apparently he developed writer's block in 1995 and stopped writing fortunes. But before that, he wrote over 15,000 fortunes. That is a lot of fortunes. It really is. Thank you, Mr. Lau. Thank you, Mr. Lau, for the sage advice you've given me over the years. Each cookie contains exactly 107 calories, which means no matter where you get it from, you get Panda Express fortune cookie, you could get the Super K fortune cookie. 107 calories in each one. Yeah, so that is the 5 things about fortune cookies that I never knew about fortune cookies. That is cool. So where did who came up with the idea for fortune cookies? See, now I read once that fortune cookies were created in New York, in a Chinese restaurant as a way to use extra, like, wonton dough. Oh. And they just kind of, like, became this thing. Kind of like, you know, pizza. Maybe it was that wonton Subway sandwiches guy. The president of that company invented maybe he invented the fortune cookie as well as writing all the fortunes for it. Probably looked that up. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they were made in San Francisco by David Young, founder of the Hong Kong Noodle Company in LA. He made the claim that he invented the cookie in 1918. But this may be allegation. Well, it was on, it's like, so let's see. Origin. Now, they've had it as far back as the 1800s in Kyoto, Japan. It is a Japanese little tea cake. It differs a little bit in Japan. It's a little bit darker. It's a little bit larger. Sesame and miso rather than vanilla and butter, so it's like definitely the more Asian version. Fortune cookies as we know it, yeah, were made in San Francisco by David Young. But they might have been based off the original Japanese recipe, so they're actually Japanese. They're Japanese, they're not Chinese. So they were called fortune tea cakes up until World War II. We already talked about that. And they kind of moved from being like a Japanese-American thing to a Chinese-American thing around World War II, having to do with the segregation of Japanese people.
Oh, because
of Pearl Harbor and all that. So, history. So the fortunes actually come from the moon cakes, the good luck little cakes that you get around the New Year, the Chinese New Year, that have little fortunes in them. So that's where we get the fortunes from, and that's why they're fortune cookies.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have
The
one.
more you know.
I'm gonna have one too.
Okay. So, remember, your fortune won't come true unless you read it out loud.
What's your fortune?
A resort area will be part of your next holiday plans.
Oh, I wonder which one.
I wonder.
Both. Both?
Disney and Universal.
We already knew that.
I did. That's why I laughed.
My smile brings happiness to others.
It works.
Well, thanks for letting me be a part of your video today.
You're very welcome. I'm sorry you forgot.
I remembered at 6:30 this morning, and I was just like...
Now, you know that I've posted my videos at like 2 in the morning, so...
Yeah, but I was on my way to work at 6:30 this morning. It wasn't like I was impeding on your day at that point. It was like my day was over.
That's true. That's okay.
It wasn't just after midnight. It was this morning.
Well, actually, I want to thank you because I had no idea what I was going to talk about.
Well, you said you were going to talk about fortune cookies.
Yeah, but I didn't know a thing about fortune cookies.
Well, now we know about fortune cookies.
So, thank you so much for starring in my video.
You're welcome.
I guess I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, I will remember.